Greetings, Benjamin J. from Ben's Trains with another in the series. Well, a follow-up on that Marx 400 that arrived today from eBay. $9, I was the only bidder. And here is the after effect. Now, I've done nothing to this but lubricate it and clean it. Took the body, plunked it down into a sink of hot soapy water and scrubbed it with a brush, soft brush of course, dried it and then sprayed it with furniture polish. The motor has been lubed and tuned and cleaned. I haven't had to do anything else to it at all. Now, I haven't followed up on the push rods yet, but as you see, about 90% of the rust is gone. And all I've done is oiled it, let it set for a few minutes, and then literally just scrubbed the rust away with a soft cloth. I added a traction tire to it and getting ready to take it around the rail so you can actually see this thing running. So $9 on eBay. I was the only bidder. And as you can see for yourself, a dramatic improvement from what it was when it got here. Now, this thing had not run in decades. It was dead as a proverbial hammer. And in 5 minutes, it was up and running. After that, it was just a matter of getting it cleaned up. I pulled the brushes out, cleaned the brushes, cleaned the armature, lubricated the wheel bearings, and general cleanup. Nothing else. I haven't had to do any repairs to it at all. Anyway, I'm going to be taking this around the rail, pulling 14 cars. As you see, I'll take this up. There's 50% power. As you see, it's running like new. E-unit works forward and reverse. It runs just absolutely splendidly. So it's had a grand total of about 10 minutes of run time since it got here. But as you can see, it looks nice, it runs perfectly. I did put a new light bulb in it, of course. Other than that, nothing else but lubrication and cleaning. No repairs of any kind. As you see, it's running just absolutely splendidly. So again, I've got to say it, don't overlook the junk. I was the only bidder on this. And what you have to do is look past the dirt, the grime, and the rust, and actually look at the locomotive itself. There was nothing wrong with this, nothing physically wrong with it, no damage of any kind. It had just been stored really badly for decades. And yet, in 5 minutes, it was up and running. So all I've done is cleaned it, lubed it, and tuned it. Nothing else. No repairs of any kind at all. And this 400 is running just absolutely perfectly. Now, as I said, I buy these just to get the motor out of them. And you'll see single reduction motors on eBay for 20 bucks, 25 bucks, and people buy them. In this case, $9 for a complete locomotive, and as you see, it's running just absolutely perfectly. No problems of any kind at all. And that's running at 50% power, pulling 14 cars. So it's really difficult to beat that. So again, don't overlook the junk. I was the only bidder on this locomotive. And as you see, it's running just absolutely perfectly. It looks nice, it runs well, no problem with it at all. And a few more minutes work on these push rods, and this thing is going to look just great. It's going to look perfect. No problem with it at all. Anyway, just want to do a quick follow-up video. I might put a epoxy lens in this. But like I said, I bought it for the motor. And so if I can get these things up and running, I buy them for parts. And before I tear a motor apart, I always try to see what it's going to take to get it running. And in this case, it took 5 minutes. And this motor was running. And then an additional, 20 minutes, half an hour. Like I said, pulled the body off and stuck it down in a hot sink of soapy water and scrubbed it with a soft brush, dried it, and then sprayed it with some furniture polish. The motor, nothing but lubrication and cleaning. It's actually running extremely well. So in any case, I just want to do a follow-up video on this. Don't overlook the junk. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email. BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.